Hey everybody, how you doing today? Today we're going to Renault's drafts to get some XP, Lumina, and catalysts. This is the recommended place to get to do the farming, or you could go to Old Lumiere. But that fight was a bit too easy for me, and I just got bored very quickly. This one here is a bit more challenging. Now you could go through the whole draft and get what you need, but there's one fight that gets you 2 million XP, three colors of Lumina, and three catalysts, and you also get one recoat per fight. And it's a challenging fight. It's against three Contortionists, which I found was a bit more engaging, and I didn't get bored. I mean, I did get bored, but I could go a bit longer if you have the same problem as me with farming. My usual issue with farming is it's just too much. It just like, I just don't like repeating the same part over and over without some kind of engagement. But I found this fight to be very engaging, and it made life easier for me. Build wise, I'll leave that up to you. It's really up to you. But once you have your build and you figured out how you want to approach this fight, the rest is just approaching it. Like I said, they have like three basic attacks that you just have to figure out. Once you figure out those three basic attacks and you get the timing down, the rest should be pretty easy. But here we're starting off, so I'm using my L. I think I used Mesa Forte, got some AP, then I Phantom Strike, to build up my gradient charges. That's my usual technique. I just use that technique and get my gradient up to 3. Then I go March whatever it is. I just go March the hell out of whatever it is. And with Verso, I like using his paradigm shift to get AP. So I just use the free aim shots to build up my perfection. Then I just use paradigm shift, get more AP. I have second chance and cheetah equipped, by the way, so if you haven't gotten those, that's why I'm playing twice. You don't need to, I mean, it's up to you, but I once I got those pictos, I haven't been able to play without. It's just not the same without those, so I used second chance. It's my just in case, and cheetah so I can play twice. It just helps with the way I play. Having those two pictors just help. This, like I said, that's the one big move you have to master. I think it's a 6 combo. I think the move you really need to watch for is that last one right there. Yeah, that's the one and there's an alternation between the slow and the fast. It's just a rhythm thing. Then there's this attack. This one's very easy to guard. The counter does serious damage. And then there's that, boom, boom. Now, I'm in the 80s level wise, so yeah, if you're not up there, it might not be as easy. But I found at this level, the fight only took about 7 minutes. 5 minutes if I really concentrated. But it wasn't too short and it wasn't too long, and it felt like I was doing something. That's why I preferred over the Kleb method from Old Lumiere. And I didn't like the gestural method because I don't know. I just don't like that fight. I just prefer this one. Just gelled with me more. I guess it's because the characters are so goddamn big. I guess I like the scale of it. It looked challenging. It felt challenging. It just worked better for me. Everything else just bored me very quickly, and I just got bored and I couldn't do it. But this one I could do. I think I started at level 60, and by the time I was done, I was at level 85. So yeah, every time you beat them, you get like 2 million, and 3 million if you do no damage. The one attack you really need to watch out for is the health absorption attack. That's the really big attack for these guys. If you miss the parry on that or dodging, you're gonna be here for a while because they take a huge amount of HP when they use it. But apart from that, the fight is pretty easy. It just takes a little timing and rhythm. Once you get the timing and the rhythm down, it's pretty easy after that. But yeah, it should be over soon. Does the impaling thing again. I'll be wondering why the bosses do these attacks, because that just makes the whole thing so easy. Like, that'd be their biggest mistake. Like, you have a boss character that's messing you up, then all of a sudden he does this gradient attack and you're like, oh yeah, this guy doesn't like him. This one wants to go early. So yeah, I built my gradient up, then I just hit them with the gommage. I didn't notice I had it here, so I think I saved it for the second turn. Yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty easy fight. I'm surprised because I keep watching all these farming videos, and nobody's mentioning it. Everybody keeps sending me to the Gestro, and I fought the Gestro. I just didn't like that fight. it was alright, but I just wasn't feeling it. So I stuck with this method. This one I discovered pretty early. I actually had to do this a few times before I could get past to the area where the Gestro was. This one is pretty easy because it's right at the front door. You just come into the draft and you make a left, and you don't gotta go through all that to get to the Gestro merchant. I mean, if you want to, it's advised because he has all those pictos and all that good stuff that you might need. But this one is right at the door, and you know, it's easy as pie. Come on, gommage. Why am I not gommaging? I'm surprised I haven't used the gommage. I've had that great in charge for like... Oh, there we go. That is so unlike me. But as you can see, I got 3 million because no damage. I got 3 colors of Luminas and 3 Grandiose chroma catalysts. So, you know, yeah, you can't beat that. I mean, you do the same thing with the Gestro Merchant, and I think you get about the same amount of XP. But this is just easier and better for me. There's usually a Pictos here, so don't forget to grab that. Alright, see you later. Peace.